a former world-class golfer, teach us about strategy, resilience, and real estate. Let's find out, shall we? I'm Tim Graham, and the Property Playbook starts now. Joining me at the desk today is Matt Carver, founder of Carver Real Estate, once the world #4 amateur golfer who even beat Tiger Woods. Matt rebuilt his career after a life-changing accident to become a leading figure in Melbourne's high-end property market. Matt, welcome to the Property Playbook.
Thank you, Tim. Thanks for having me.
No worries at all. Look, I'd love to learn about your story. Tell us.
Oh, it's a long one cut short, and actually in those words too, it was cut short. I was a young fella from the back of Frankston, loved my golf, got into it very early and became quite successful as an amateur. And the phone rang one day and it was England, you know, Mr. Carver, this is Lord Higginbottom from the English Golf Union. We've been following your progress and your father, your famous father that played for Manchester United, enables you to have an English passport. Would you like to come? Mum, get the car keys. I'm going to the airport. That was it. It was done in 2 seconds. So wow. I went over there and I just went to another level. I think I was away from the peer group pressure, the expectations.
What age were you at this time?
I was probably 22.
Yeah, wow.
21. And went over there and just took off. Started winning major golf events, meeting all the people in golf and associated and the like. And yeah, as you said, got to #4 in the world as an amateur, #1. A couple of my teammates that were my juniors was, who's still a good friend, is Luke Donald.
Oh, yes.
He's the captain of the Ryder Cup, and Justin Rose, who plays very much. I still chat with those boys.
Yep.
Still tell them I was better than them.
Yeah, of course.
Going back a few years. And then, yes, was doing very, very well. Got to #98 in the world, and then unfortunately, a very bad car accident.
Oh, shit.
And this car accident in the south of Spain ultimately led to me losing half my knee.
Oh,
so I was very lucky because other people were hit by a car that was screaming past, and it hit a roundabout, got airborne and landed on us. A couple of people died, people lost limbs, mental damages. So that was the end of that.
So end of golf career?
That was the career.
Oh, God.
Best Harley Street medical specialists, Adidas, Lexus, Emirates, all the bells and whistles, and they drop you like a ton of bricks. So had to come back to Australia and find a real job.
Wow.
So in real estate it was.
There you go. So where did your real estate career start?
I was very fortunate, and a lot of people ask this in the time in between, what makes a real estate agent, as I sort of started out. When I first came back, I was managing a health club and a lady walked in and she was a very professional, prompt lady, and she made everyone aware that she'd bought the townhouse, the penthouse on St Kilda Road, and that she just wanted to see what the place was like. Not getting $1 out of me or anything like that. I said, it's okay. Her name is Jill. And she rang me 3 hours later, and I won't use the expletives, but she made it clear that I'm very good at my job. And I said, well, what's this? And we're going back to 1999. She said, well, I've got my membership, my daughter that I said was overweight, personal training, smoking sessions for my husband that trains too much, about $3,500. You're wasting your skills. You should be in real estate. And the key words, remember this day, I said to her, I don't know a house from a flat, from anything. And she said, no, that doesn't matter.
So did she have a background in real estate herself?
She did. Yeah. So I started at a little company called Compton and Green in Williamstown. The lovely mentor named Chris Angorius, who's unfortunately since passed. And started there and very quickly found my way where I got poached by a group called Jazz Stevens in Yarraville, and within 12 months of being there, I was ready to open my own agencies.
Wow.
So, yeah.
So at this stage, you're still in recovery with the injuries as well?
Still, to a degree. So we've probably gone a couple of years into now, and I have had a lot of surgery since that have come from it, from metal in my spine, shoulder reconstructions and like, because the body was broken. But your viewers may notice I do take good care of myself, and I use a lot of that for the recovery path from that time and into the future. So you use the word resilience.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I think if you really want to apply yourself to something and it's there and you've got an ability, you don't lose that focus. You just rechannel it to something which fits. So I put it into my body, I put it into my real estate, and proudly too put it into being a dad. Yeah,
so. Good on you. So what about today? What are you doing today?
So today we specialise in the high-end property, predominantly in the Toorak, Armidale area, with new developers. I have a couple of great developers who will come to me with a block of land and say, Matt, I've bought this in Armidale, what do I put there? And I love that, because then we get to put together the town planner, quantity survey, the architect, the design, the marketing, but we make it bulletproof in a market like now where everyone is stagnant and fear of cost, so that the product sells, and the product sells well. So we one recently we did in 1 Sydney Street in Armidale, 14 high-end apartments. We sold it out in 3 months for $50 million. There's a building a couple of doors up. It's been on the market for 4 years with 3 agents. At the same time, we still can't sell. So
same audience or same price?
Same audience,
yeah, wow.
Same downsize, a retiree type. So a lot of that sort of work, and I enjoy that. But then I even get phone calls. I had a lovely fellow named Zach who contacted me through LinkedIn. He said, "Matt, I've been following you." I said, "We've got these townhouses in Preston that we can't sell. I've had the 3 of the navy blue suit, white shirt, ties. 3 of them for 2 years, haven't sold any of the 6. And I said to him, "Zach, I'll come and have a look." I said, "But I've got to be honest, I don't know where Preston is." But it was like Jill that I said years ago. He said, "That doesn't matter, Matt, I could tell." We went there, had a look at beautiful clinker brick with wrought iron, and defined his market, which was the 25, 35-year-olds, and we sold the lot in 2 months.
Yeah, wow.
So as the market changes, you need to open your mind to what the different areas are in real estate. So we're getting a lot of calls now from people that are in Ivanhoe, that are in Clayton and doing developments. We've expanded it to fit the market.
Yeah, right. It's interesting at hotspotting, we've noticed that there's a huge change in what we call it the biggest paradigm shift in real estate, where units are actually outperforming houses in over 60% of suburbs around Australia. And it's that downsizer cohort, it's the lifestyle buyers and everything. We're choosing to live differently. So I'm not surprised at all that you're having the success that you are, but there's something in what you're doing different to other people. What is it?
I think it's being more than just the real estate agent. I think it's being part of a team.
Yeah.
And I remember that I am a member of CUB, the great community, where we facilitate in finding each one. So I'll say to someone, I've got that, and you are that 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon in real estate. You know someone everywhere. But
connector.
If you're going to put it together with a client, you're going to have a really good, tight team that you can depend on. And that's all of the fields. So what we try to do is be aware of the market, be aware of what building costs have become, which, as you know, are 30% within the last sort of few years. But target the people that will still want it. And that's changing marketing with social medias and the like as well, so that we're identifying exactly what people want and still getting it done.
Yeah.
Still a lot of developers that are sitting on it. We've got a couple of beautiful projects in Melbourne and Toorak with clients who've been given the work and they're waiting. And that's fine. A lot of people are doing it, but there is starting to become, as you said, a niche for the apartments now because of the cost factor, the cost of living. And if you can get into something that $800,000, that the house might cost you $2 million, especially the younger ones, they'll take that chance as well. Yeah,
absolutely. So you've gone from traditional style real estate, managing vendors' expectations.
Yes.
How do you go managing the developers' expectations in a market like we're in today?
Well, I think just managing the developers overall is a bit of a challenge from the start. I think it's the relationships. Developers are a lot more sensitive to levels of trust. They're a lot more sensitive to enabling a higher net worth to be put out as a risk. And that's shaved a lot of real estate agents. As you probably know, there's a lot, especially the kids have all been removed from real estate agencies over the last couple of years. But people go back to what they know works. They'll go back to the people that works. They'll go back to the product that works. And so they will still use and do work with you. And I actually don't mind it like this, because they need that group, they need that team, and they need that support around them. So developers can be everything. I sit with developers and I'll talk about their kids, their family holidays, whatever it needs to be to calm them from the stress levels. And then you're strengthening that relationship. So when I say, no, look, you really do need to market it through a lovely group named Earl Street. You need to make the renders this way. You need to, okay, Matt, we trust and believe in you. And developers are changing in that way because they know now they have to if they want to get their product sold.
Yeah, that's correct. I'm going to backtrack a little bit. Sure. Let's go back to the accident. Yes. You've obviously, you've been taking off, the world tour in golf.
Yep.
Mentally, how did you cope with that? Because I mean, physically, that's obvious, but mentally, and to be able to regroup and create define yourself in real estate here in Melbourne, something's happened over that period to get you back into, the mental strength to achieve what you have now. Where did that come from?
It's a great question. And it's something that there's a lot more awareness of than 25 years ago. Yeah. Is that people that have been through circumstance where I think that when I went through there, my manager, I was in the hospital in Spain, and as they do in Spain, if they see something wrong with a limb, they just want to cut it off.
Yeah, right.
So they went to cut off my leg, and my manager chartered a jet, flew it to Bristol because I was in a coma, neurological ward, and they saved my leg and me.
Yeah, wow.
I had a lot of difficulty probably for about the next 12 months. The sponsors that I mentioned before will drop you like a ton of bricks because it's performance-related contract.
We'll bleep out the names of them.
Yes. They're all great companies still, I'm sure, everybody. I still fly with one of them.
Yeah.
But it was very difficult. I didn't have the support at the time that people get given these days or have the opportunity to. So I really took a backward step for 12 months as an individual, reassessed myself, came back to Australia and decided what I wanted to do. I still have the little bits there when it comes to what, like I said, with Luke Dawes and Justin Rose, what could have been, should have been, and the like. But
you get hung up on that,
if you get stuck in that, you're not going to move forward with something else. So I channeled it into my body to make my body as strong and resilient. And I have had cancer twice since then, and got like recent last year. And I do believe that what you put into yourself comes out as well, and taking care of yourself. But you rechannel that energy, and high performance athletes, if something's taken, they still have that mindset that I've got to be really good at something else. So you put into your body, put into property, but the mental resilience, as you say, I think is still there, because I still get clients say, no, Matt, we're not going to use you. And that's still deflating every time.
Oh, of course.
It still affects you every time that you want to, but then you're just getting closer to the next person that says yes.
That's it. And you're channeling your energy into the right things.
Correct. So resilience, I think, is a great word in real estate for everybody at the moment. And the key with real estate people is, when a market's great, make the most of it. When it changes, be prepared for it. Don't live the high life.
Use that time wisely.
Don't use it all up. Structure yourself so that you're ready for the next path. Because as you mentioned before, real estate is cyclical. It comes, it goes, but you need to be ready each time it's ready to take off.
Absolutely. I'm a sports fanatic. I love all sorts of sports, but I really find that speaking to people that have either been in the elite sport precinct, or they've been at a high level in some other field, it translates into really good real estate success as well.
It does.
And what do you think that starts with? Where's
I think it's a sense of confidence. A sense of confidence and belief in yourself. And that is part of that resilience. So I remember when I started in real estate, and I'd sit in someone's lounge room to get their business, and I was as nervous as anybody. And a little tick would come inside. I played in the British Open, had 10,000 people standing there in dead silence watching you hit a golf ball. That, to be able to do, is nothing compared to someone in the lounge room saying no. So I like to compartmentalize every facet of real estate to put it to something which is more difficult. Then that doesn't seem so hard. It doesn't seem so difficult. And as you said, sports people do very good in property because there's a level of confidence, there's a level of belief in yourself, but there's also the great ability to accept rejection, to accept failures at that time, have your moment, 2 minutes, but then it's straight back up. Just like I did. If I hit a bad shot, you got to get straight back up and hit the next one.
What happens if you hit only bad shots? Because I need help with that.
Oh, there are other sports you can play.
Exactly.
If it's staying,
that's what I did. I got to put the clubs away.
Tennis is a lot easier. Golf is still regarded as the most difficult sport because it's the only ball sport where it's not moving. Everything else is reactional.
That's very true.
So tennis, hockey, the like, something is, you've got to think very quickly without your thought, and you've built in a reaction. Golf, you're standing there, and if you're thinking about what you're going to have for dinner tonight, the argument you have with the wife, how my podcast is going, and that's my excuse for slicing into the trees, your mind and that resilience you're talking about, you need to get past these things, because the main differential between the guys that are brilliant and elite is that little headspace or standing over the ball.
That's it. Well, Matt, there's some great takeaways in that. Thank you for sharing your story.
Thank you
Very
so
inspirational. Great to have you.
Thank you for having me.
Good on you. Well, folks, that's the play for today. This program's been brought to you by hotspotting.com.au. This is Ticker. We'll be right back.